So how do you create an eye-catching ad? One that stops scrolls, captures leads, and generates conversions. Well, in this video, I'm sharing with you 5 tips straight from my own amazing social media manager who creates every single one of the Copy Posse creatives, from our carousel posts on Instagram to our ad creatives. So this is going to be juicy. Keep watching. Hey Posse, what's up? It's Alex coming at you this week with a video that's a little bit outside my typical copywriting tutorial. This week we are flipping the script and taking a look at the other crucial elements that go into every successful ad campaign. But first, if you're new to the crew, welcome. Right here on my channel, you'll learn about the modern marketing trends, tactics, and tools that are working today. So you know what to do. Be sure to hit subscribe below and don't forget to ring that bell to be notified when my next tutorial goes live. Now, because I have a lot of copywriters who subscribe to my channel, hey guys, I want to start this video off with a big fat disclaimer. If you've been around here for a while, then chances are pretty good that you've heard me say this time and time again, but as a copywriter, it is not your job to worry about running or optimizing ad campaigns. Your job is to only write the copy, period, the end. Nothing else is needed or required from you in order to land clients. However, there may come a time in your career where you want to expand your skills to better serve those clients. Maybe that means you want to learn more about building a marketing funnel, or running ads, or tracking metrics, or optimizing websites for SEO, or maybe you want to learn everything else that's involved with running a really great campaign on top of the copy. These are all great skills to learn and can really enhance your copywriting skills. But I repeat, you do not need to learn them in order to be a highly paid and successful copywriter. Now that we got that out of the way, let's dive in. Now, when it comes to ads or social media in general, what you need to remember is that most people aren't on these apps for anything more than a quick dopamine boost, which means most of us are not scrolling slowly or intentionally, right? We scroll fast and we generally only stop and read posts from people or brands we want to stay updated with, or something catches our eye, or something about it is relevant to us. So it goes without saying that your ad creative is hugely important and a major factor on whether or not your ad is read at all. So what goes into a great ad creative that stops the scroll and converts like crazy? Well, I ask you to consider these 5 things. Number 1, the text overlay. So adding text on top of your ad creative is a really great way to instantly communicate something important to your audience and to capture their attention. Kind of like the YouTube thumbnail that you clicked in order to watch this video. But there is a catch. According to Facebook, images with 20% or less text usually perform better. This is so important that actually Facebook used to have a 20% rule where they wouldn't even allow you to run an ad at all if the text covered more than 20% of the image. Since then, they have done away with the rule, but it is still wise to follow those guidelines. Moving on to number 2, a catchy hook. Okay, so you know you have to put text there, but what do you say? When it comes to your copy, what do you actually put in that text overlay? How do you best utilize this real estate? Remember, people are really quickly scanning when they're scrolling through feeds and your Instagram and your Facebook. So you really want to use your best marketing brain here and write a great hook. So think of something short, easy to digest at first glance, and often the most important thing, it needs to communicate what your offer is, does, or has. So you really want to pack a serious punch in as few words as possible. So you can see in this ad, we are clearly communicating what the offer is, my 5-day Write and Ignite challenge. And we're communicating the big benefit. Learn how to write a high converting sales page. All right, number 3 on my list, real people and real proof. So my team has done a lot of testing on this and the results are always the same. Ads that showcase real people always outperform ads that don't have any people in them. And we're not the only ones that have come to this conclusion. Studies actually show that 91.7% of ads featuring a person's face attract more attention than non-face ads. Why, you might be wondering? Well, it makes sense if you think about it. Humans are social creatures. So back in the day when humans were hunter and gatherers and traveled around in tribes, other humans actually meant safety and food and community and shelter. The isolated human usually didn't survive, and if they did, they weren't likely thriving. So over thousands of years of evolution, our brains have actually become hardwired to look for faces. Isn't that crazy? And that wiring is still active in our brains today, even if we're not aware of it. And we're even able to detect faces twice as fast as other stimuli. Isn't that epic? All right, so moving on to number 4 on my list, credibility. So another thing we like to do with all of our ads is to include credibility in the creative. And there are a few ways that we like to do this. If it's a static, single graphic ad, then we'll add what I like to call a credibility banner. This is usually a little banner that you see that says something like featured in Forbes or 2022 Digital Marketer of the Year. Now, another way that you can look at this is by adding social proof. And we do this with a lot of our carousel type ads, where the font image will be the main image that is capturing attention and communicating the important stuff, and then the subsequent images are actually social proof testimonials and quotes taken directly from my students. And number 5 is, of course, a crystal clear CTA. So always, always, always the last thing your ad must do is tell people what to do next. Yes, this is the most important part even for the creative itself. So you can see in this ad right here is we have a CTA on the first image that says join the challenge. And of course, we repeat that CTA in other places throughout the ad copy and as well down by the button. So when it comes to your ad creatives, just remember, at a quick glance, you really need to communicate what the offer is, how it benefits the reader or how it's relevant to them, and what action you want them to take next. And shout out to my social media manager for sharing her secrets with us today. What do you guys want to learn about next? Let me know in the comments below. Like this video if you found it helpful. Until next time, I'm Alex. Ciao for now. All right, guys, if you enjoyed that video, make sure to check out the next one from me right here. And you can click right here to get a free gift. Today, I'm sharing my 5-step framework for writing Facebook ads that get more clicks, generate more leads, and stop scrollers dead in their tracks. Keep watching.